The final will be on the 9th, right? Wednesday the 9th. Wednesday the 9th. So next week, Wednesday. Today's the last day of class. So no class on Wednesday, no class the following Monday, obviously. Final on Wednesday. Bring a blue book.
You still have class on Tuesday?
Sorry?
You still have class on Tuesday?
No.
Oh.
Tuesday, Thursdays are over. All done. Yeah, today was the Tuesday, Thursday classes, well, Monday, Wednesday because of Martin Luther King. So we had that holiday, so then the Monday, Wednesdays went to the next week. But yeah, Tuesday, Thursdays were over on Thursday.
Would you consider Tuesday till like Monday reading week? Something like that? Mm.
Well, actually, I think some finals start on the 3rd. I think that's the earliest one. They start on the 3rd, so it just depends on when yours is scheduled. Ours for this particular class is on the 9th, right?
Yes.
You have to keep looking it up because they have all different days. Yeah. So
Cool.
final will be due, and it's Wednesday, starting 7. Bring a blue book. Okay.
It's a coffee.
It'll be exactly as the midterm was. So it'll be, the first part of it will be questions, fill in the blank, kind of short answer kinds of questions, the kinds of things that I said these would be reading quizzes. Honestly, most classes, when we have a bigger class, and especially when people come at the beginning of class, I've usually had reading quizzes much more often than, because in here, we really haven't had any reading quizzes, so. But as I told y'all when I'd say this would be a reading quiz question because that's where that first section really comes from. So stuff like, oh heavens, what does Eve think when she first sees Adam? Or what is Eve looking at that she likes better than Adam? Her own reflection, right, in the pool when she's looking in the pool. How does Satan first present himself to Eve? In what form?
Frog.
As a toad, yeah, or a frog, exactly. So those kinds of just factual types of questions that we've talked about over the course of the semester will be the first section of it. And then the second section, of course, is the identification, same as it was before. I'll give you choice, you'll answer 5 of them or so, and I'll give you like 8 or so to choose from so that you have some leeway there. I think it'll be pretty obvious because really over the second half of the semester, we've only dealt with 3 works of literature. So we had King Lear, or 4 actually, I guess. We have King Lear by Shakespeare. We have Paradise Lost by Milton. We have Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. And we have A Modest Proposal, also by Swift. All right, so this is Swift. This is Milton, and of course this is Shakespeare. So the time before, I gave you all the names of the authors. I think for just 3 of them that I probably don't need to do that. So the identifications will come strictly from these. The identifications will come strictly from these 4 texts. The identifications will come strictly from these 4 texts, not from anything at the beginning of the semester. The last part of the final is, of course, a short essay, and I'll give you some leeway there. I'll give you also, as I did before, several to choose from. Over the course of the semester, I've really tried to say, this would make such a good essay question. Hopefully, you kind of went, oh yeah, let me, kind of be prepared for that. So, but it will, I will generally, sorry about this obviously needs to go away, it's the end of the semester. But I will ask you maybe to make comparisons from something at the beginning of the semester. One of the ones, obviously, that I had mentioned before was to compare Gulliver's Travels, or as a satire, the land of the Winhams, which is such a perfect society, presumably, right? To Utopia, to Morris Utopia, that kind of thing. Things like that.